When you head to a horse sale, either looking to buy or sell, you really don't know what's going to happen. In the blink of an eye, horses can leave the ring undersold or overpriced. But what if there was a better way to ensure fair market price for both the buyer and seller? Here at the stable, this fall, we're offering just that. We offer the ability to see your yearlings hard at work while giving you a better chance to make informed decisions that are calculated, not spur of the moment. We'll also provide in-depth commentary from our trainers, blacksmiths, and veterinarians on how each horse is progressing. All of this changes the way yearlings are bought and sold, the way owners and investors interact, and the way you see it all unfold. To reach us at the stable, email Anthony at thestable.ca. That's Anthony at thestable.ca. Or call us at 519-400-4263. That's 519-400-4263.
Bob Hayden, joined by Anthony MacDonald, the co-founder and operator of thestable.ca. And tell us about that commercial we just saw, Anthony.
Well, first off, it's a year old. No, I mean, I'm very fortunate to be where I am. I got great people behind me like anybody, and my wife works tirelessly, and the commercial was shot by my brother Curtis, and he does a fantastic job with everything he does, and it just shows that even if you see it now, it's still great work, and I'm very lucky.
And your other brother, Mark MacDonald's got a birthday today, and he is the driver of Obrigado, who just got put up in the Cashman. So he had a pretty big year. He just won the TVG. So nice year for your brother.
Yeah, I mean Mark's a great driver. So I mean he's going to do good wherever he lands, and he's shown that time and time again. And he's come a long way from his knitting classes and. In grade 8, he's really turned the corner, and now he's a great driver.
Yeah, and you guys come a long way from the matinee racing at 14 and 16 when you're telling the judges what kind of horse you had, too. Tell us a little bit about, you're from a racing family, too, Fred, and a lot of brothers, right?
Yeah. My father had a little hobby farm when we were growing up, and Mark and I were always around the track. My mother was a photographer at the track, and it was a place to be, and we were always there.
Now, open house tomorrow. What does this entail? Tell us about that.
So the open house is a chance to bring as many people as we can out from the general public, out to see what we do and how we do it. Most importantly, see what horse racing is all about, at least the beginning stages of it. And it was very, very important. It was very frustrating. I was trying my hardest the last 2 weeks to get on some mainstream media to really reach out into the general public. And yesterday we broke through. I was interviewed on the Fan 590, which is the biggest sports show in Canada. And within 40 minutes, there was almost 60 people responded, messaging me about what we're doing and how they can sign up. And by this morning, there's well over 100 people had either asked about what we're doing and how to get involved, or they were involved. We had 6 owners last night, and I would assume by the end of the weekend we'll have close to 200. I would say close to 200 members in the stable. You know,
between American Pharaoh last year and Marion Marauder this year, Triple Crown winner, people love to be a part of some of this, if possible. Are you giving them a little bit of an opportunity maybe to get in on the ground floor?
Absolutely. I mean, listen, as an industry, everybody out there watching this or listening to this, we have to find a better way forward. We have to do a better job. And, I put a lot on the line, and so did my wife 2 years ago. But at the end of the day, the only people I had to say I'm sorry to if I was wrong was my wife and my kids. And I'm not saying sorry to anybody. We work our asses off, and we make sure that we get as many people out there as we can. I mean, last year we had 77 owners. So the one thing people said when we started was, you have to have winners. You have to make money. If you can't do that, nobody will come back. Well, you know what? At a 22 horses, we qualified 18. Only 3 of them turned a significant profit. So if you're telling me that if people won't come back unless you make the money, well, I'm telling you, you're wrong. We had 77 owners. 76 of them ponied up immediately at the first sale to buy us our first wave of horses. So for me, it isn't about a monetary return. It's about the enjoyment and the fun they had. Ask any one of them. Ask any one of them what they love about the stable, and not one of them will say, it's the opportunity to make $1 million. It never is. It's the opportunity to meet new people and be involved in a fantastic industry, and that's exactly what we're doing.
And if you can't make the open house, this is streamed all over the world tomorrow, right?
That's back to Curtis. I mean, he figured it all out, and I told him what I'd like to do, and he always takes it to the next level. He said, we might be able to stream this live. So tomorrow there's going to be a link on the USTA Standardbred Canada Harness link. You can find it on our Facebook page. There's been people emailing us from all over Europe asking about, how do I get involved? Where's the link? How do I find the link? I had a gentleman from Germany this morning and another gentleman from Saskatchewan right after that. So when I say it's going live all over the world, it is going live all over the world.
So what about, you've had like a whistle stop tour recently, bouncing all over radio. Tell us a little bit about that, and what has surprised you recently? Has anybody come up with a question that you didn't know was coming, or something that that caught you off guard at all? It's something maybe that gave you a little different perspective.
I mean, that's the one thing I learned about being in politics, is that I learned something that nobody else learned in this industry. I learned to look at our industry through the general public's eyes, and that's where the stable was born. And I mean, everybody out there watching knows you only get out what you put in this industry. And if it means that I'm in Michigan State University on Monday and I'm in New Jersey on Friday and I'm going with horses on Saturday morning, then that's what it's going to take, then that's what I'm going to do. And we have to push forward and join the 21st century. And if I got to put everybody on my shoulders and do it, then that's exactly what I'm planning to do.
What about non-horse people? How do we reach people that don't know anything about racing? They may have heard something at the Christmas party or in the office. They heard a little bit about it, and maybe you're checking it out online or something. What about them?
Well, I see, that's the thing, is that for every one person that buys even 1%, they usually bring 4 or 5 people to the barn. And for me, every person has a good experience at the stable. That means 6 people are having a good experience for every 1 share. So at the end of the day, every person, one by one by one, if you give them a great experience at the track, they're going to bring their friends. They're going to bring their family, because one thing we all know about this industry, it is a fantastic industry. What do people love about sports? The competitiveness of it. You know, the athleticism. We're sitting behind some of the best athletes on the earth.
And of those 168 owners, I understand Jen Bongiorno is one of those.
Yes, she was. Yeah, I think I might have ratted her out earlier on. I don't know.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah,
she's one of the owners.
We have a lot of people that you'd be shocked if people looked at the list of owners we had. It'd be right up there with Heidi Fleiss, I think.
Well, this will be fun to see how this plays out, and tell us what give us your 2017 best case scenario right now for the stable.ca.
I'll do even better. I'll give you a blueprint of what the stable's going to become over the next decade. We're going to be bringing on horsemen under the umbrella of the stable. The stable isn't just about fractional ownership, and it isn't just about helping out Anthony and Amy MacDonald and a little bit the industry. We're going to put a place where all the voiceless horsemen out there that are hard-working people that deserve to be able to make a living in this industry just can't make ends meet. We're going to be that voice for them. So over the next 5-10 years, you're going to see more and more people join up with the stable.ca. I mean, listen, I'm an okay driver, and maybe I'm a good trainer, but I'm a real good talker. And if the best way I can help this industry is to take what I can do and turn it into something great for a lot of people in this industry. I mean, I was ready to walk away from this industry in 2012 in politics, and I'm absolutely ready to make sure this industry moves forward doing it this way. And I can guarantee you it is going to work. We've proved it. The numbers we have are irrefutable, and there's no problem with scalability. You can drag them over 50 stables, and you're just going to see numbers climb and climb and climb.
Reach out to Anthony MacDonald at thestable.ca, because he's branching out, and he cares about harness racing. Anthony, thanks so much for stopping by.
Thanks very much for having me. So I got to say, too.
Go ahead.
The stable tomorrow, you can go on the Facebook page, at the Stable Canada, if you want to see it live on our Facebook page, or as I said, go to Standardbred Canada, the USTA, or Harness Link. They'll all have live links. You can watch this happen live. You can contact me, email, Facebook, Twitter, however you want to. Call me if you want, and you can either look at the horses, buy shares in the horses, do whatever you want, but have a good time, because we're trying to put on the best show we can tomorrow.
Thanks, Anthony. Thanks so much for stopping by. We'll see you soon. See you tomorrow at the open house.
Thanks very much.